Okay, right, as you see in front of you, I've had a little bit of an accident. This looks about a quarter full, and I've tried moving it without emptying it first, and it was too heavy. It was like 490 plus kilos. I've tried various ways of trying to right it so I can then at least sort of do this. But as you can see, the red gloves mean you can't lift it. It's 498.3 kilos, which isn't surprising. So what I've tried to do, I've tried to use this to try and push it up, but it's gone and rolled the wrong way for some reason. I've pushed it using the buggy. But as you can see, it's gone and rolled into the other tank, so now I need to try and roll it back the other way. So basically I'm going to abandon that. I can't waste any more time trying to right it. I've wasted a lot of time. So I was going to have to do another resource tank where I was going to put the other one. Obviously it's occupied by this because it rolled over while I was trying to move it. So that's another note to self. Do not move more than you can lift. Mars rock, that was okay, I could move that. That's 260, so I don't know how much that actually weighed. Well, actually, I'm not going to try it again. Well, because I was a little bit impatient and I wouldn't empty the thing out. So instead, I'll have to cope with a resource tank here. Once I've got a forklift, or the MML, I'll probably do the forklift first. I can actually come up back here and write this pretty easily and then pop it in down, but it's got a quarter of a tank's worth. It's 2,000, nearly 3,000 resource points of atmospheric gas. So that's about, it was 1,300 each, 1,300 for 10. So it's about twice that. So it's about 20, just over 20 barrels worth. So it's not worth messing around at, but it's worth a try. So from now on, I'm going to empty them out if I want to move them. The whole point of doing that was to try and space things out a little bit better, so it wasn't sort of so cluttered together. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. Damn. I've lost a fair bit of resource, but not a fantastic one. Like I said, I mean, you're not, the resources, the atmospheric extractor is actually actually going down, so it's not depleting the atmosphere. It's still at 1383, was it? Something like that. So, wasted a bit of time trying to rescue that tank. But we can't hang about. So we can't cry. Although a little bit. And it is a tiny, tiny little bit of resource. It's only 3,000, just another 3,000 points of atmospheric gas. Now I've got a large resource, the large atmospheric extractor. It can make that open in about 2 hours. But I need to make another tank now. Well, I just thought I'd show that. If I have accidents, I'm going to show them. Like I said, I've tried to rate it, but it just weighs too much. And I can't empty it because I can't attach barrels until it's actually deployed again. And I can't rate it the correct way up to deploy it because it weighs too much. Bit of a catch-22. So from now on, stop being lazy and empty the barrels. Actually, empty the tanks out. I mean, I could have done another. I think probably the best thing to do is to make another tank. If you want to move a tank full, make another tank where you want the other resources to actually be. Then empty the tank in situ and move it by barrel into the new tank rather than trying to move an actual full tank. But that's going to take bloody ages. Absolutely ages. So let's look at the MML. Or at least the forklift. Probably be the forklift because it'll be easier to bring the barrels back to the tanks. Or to whichever tanks I'm going to be using. Using a forklift with a pallet with barrels in. That'd be easier. Rather than going all the way individual top or fitting 6 of them on the back of this. Then driving back here or wherever I'm going to store these tanks eventually, you know, as in finally where it's going to be. It's probably going to have at the base. Like a storage area. Ah, dear me. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. I can't believe I tried doing that. Oh well, these resource tanks are quite sort of, they're quite sort of cheap to make. Only I think it's iron, aluminium. And luckily I don't need any atmospheric gases to make anything like that. There's machines, resources. Yeah, 6 aluminium, 60 iron, and 10 silicon oxide. Yeah, I've got aluminium oxide, I've got iron oxide. I believe I should have. Alright, so I just thought I'd show that. So, anyone else, don't try moving these bloody things when they've got something in them because they'll tip over, and if they tip over you can't right them. Well, I would say your limit would be, well, not 498.3 kilos, I mean that's, what, 700 pounds. It's a lot to lift. So I would say keep your resource points down to, this was okay, I could move this. Hydrogen obviously, I couldn't move that. That's 2,390, so I'm not even going to attempt to do that. So I think the best thing to do, like I said, is if you want to move a tank like this, one of these resource tanks, build another resource tank, put it where you want it to be, then empty the one in question, barrel by barrel, and take it either on the back of the buggy, or if you're lucky enough to be able to have the forklift already, do a pallet with barrels in and just stick the barrels into the pallet, then move it using the forklift, and empty it back into the tank where you want the actual resource to be stored. Then you've got another empty tank. I think it sounds a bit of a waste, but it's actually not, because the atmospheric gas actually costs more than just another resource tank in time and resources and energy. So yeah, dear me, what a mess. I definitely will rectify that once I've got a forklift. Just sit the forklift under here and lift it up. Roll it down a hill or something like that, embankment. Something that can sort of roll it up on its side so it's at an angle, and then get the forklift again and right it. Then empty the damn thing. Right, I need to head back inside. So I need the iron oxide. I've got iron oxide. Let's see how I found some iron oxide. I've got. Yeah, so I need iron. It looks like I've got plastic. That is incredibly difficult to make. The amount of stuff you need to sort of extract and then combine. You get a tiny amount of nitrous oxide for a heck of a lot of barrels of the actual raw material. But plastic don't go there. All I need is some carbon to make some more plastic of the resources here. I've got these 2 barrels. So I've got some nitrogen and hydrogen. I don't need the hydrogen. I've got a hydrogen tank just there, so I can put that back in for now. No, that's nitrous oxide, it's not nitrogen. That's right, you have to combine nitrogen and oxygen to make itself nitrous oxide. Now, as far as I know, you don't make plastic using nitrous oxide. But maybe I'm wrong. There's hydrogen. Not much left though. And that is very difficult to actually get as well. What the devil? I never... That's why I plumbed for just splitting the water from the habitat. Just a tank of water. And gave me enough hydrogen to do the plastic. Right, so I need... Come on, it's a little bloody rock, man. What's wrong with you? Right, so I need... Is that aluminium? No, that's silicon oxide. Good grief. I don't need silicon oxide. 122 points worth. And that's silicon, which I've got at least a couple more barrels back there. And that's the 2 empty ones. So what do I need to make iron oxide? Iron, I mean. I need iron oxide. Which you get... Oh, good grief, you are joking. It should be called Change the Barrel Simulator, like I said at the beginning. That's all I seem to be doing. But this is like just the early part, obviously. The first sort of 24-40 hours, just this is all you're doing. Just gathering resources. Right, so I've got Mars rock. This is going to break down into quite a few components. So I use one barrel at a time. So let me just take a look. Mars rock. So I get 2 silicon oxide on the first program, 2 iron oxide, 1 aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide, so I need 3 barrels empty, or at least contain iron oxide, aluminium oxide. And I've got 3 barrels empty. Right. That one. Don't need not any of those. On the 3 empty ones. Selecting, and there we go. For every full barrel of Mars rock, you get 2 barrels of iron oxide. Now what? Oh, silicon oxide. Yeah, okay. Oh, we have a power outage. So obviously those solar panels aren't up to scratch. No, I've got... Crikey. There, thank you. Just running these off. It's a bit of a bug when you have to have, like, a stack of solar panels. Although again, the air only just... They're not exactly pointing at the sun, are they? Just back this up. Take us back to the mining site. And I'll do what I did before. I'll do what I did before. And get some extra power. You think you'd have tracking solar panels, wouldn't you? As in sun tracking. This is a Mars mission after all. I mean, we're supposed to have like pretty advanced equipment. Oh, there we go. That's brilliant now. That's just fantastic. Thanks very much. That's just great. Thanks. Top or bottom, okay, doesn't matter. No, don't want to deploy it. I just did do. What the... Just did drop it. I've only got... I've got 10 minutes worth. There we go. Just going to the same thing. Nope. Right. So I should have put some aluminium oxide. No, not silicon oxide. It's full. No, it's not. It's 122 in. So why is it cut out now? Oh, it's empty. Okay, let's get some more. I'll head back in. Only 1 barrel's worth. That's how much I've been using. Okay, well, hurry up. Right. I'll leave this to run. So I have to build another resource tank to put the atmospheric gas in. And once I can build a forklift truck, I'll lift that tank back into position. But I won't be for quite a while. So I'll just effectively, for now, I've abandoned this tank. That's what I wanted to do, but there we go. Needs must. So now what you let? Now what's wrong with you? What, silicon oxide? Alright, there's no power. Once it started going in, it should carry on once it gets enough power. Need to put that cable reel away as well. But not just yet. So if that had have happened, I'd have emptied this Martian rock. But it looks like this. It looks like I might need to make some more under RTG. Or maybe not. weird. Yep, so that's left the light on. Yes, I know. That's weird. Okay, so that's something to note. Don't try moving tanks if they've got something in them. It's not worth the risk. So, I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. Do the pallet. Well, see, right now I'll have to do it by hand. So I'll take it to the drilling point. Or points. And fill it with barrels, empty barrels, and then take them to the drilling point. So here's the crate I've got. Like I said, there's no way of making open crates. It's a bit of a disappointment. So instead of wasting it, I'll put 9 lots of potato seeds in there. I'll have to give those in here. But spat a lot on the floor. I've left some of them. Which one I left them in? Well, that's right, I put them in the science section, the science lab. I believe I did anyway. Yeah, I did. Alright. Don't leave the light on in there, it looks like I did. No, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute, let's take a look, see how much radiation I've just taken again. Yeah, radiation is up to 0.5521 now. It's at 0.014 at one point. Yeah, I keep getting caught outside when I'm busy doing stuff, and I'm getting that sort of engrossed in doing things. I'm not keeping an eye on warnings, but I don't seem to be getting weather warnings. I get solar flare warnings in about 5 minutes, but obviously when you're busy and you've got a machine next to you, you don't hear you don't hear it bleep you, and you don't hear it, you actually don't see it up on the screen. It's a bit of a right, so it's 20:01 hours on the 3rd of December. It's a lot of work, but I think I've established I just need an extra tank which I can make as long as I go back out, and I'll transfer, well, I won't transfer, I'll can't do anything with that tank that's on its side. It won't let me attach any barrels to it. But what I'll do, I'll make another tank, put it alongside the atmospheric substrate, the substrate tank, the rock tank, and then start filling it up from the atmospheric extractor. Let's just fill up another tank so I can actually rectify that, well, rectify the problem with that first tank. So from now on, don't try try sort of moving tanks that have got anything in them. 260, 300, something like that. That's fine. That doesn't weigh too much. Like I showed you. Like I found out. Anything more than that, forget it. It weighs too much. You just lose the resource. It's not worth the risk. Right. So I'm gonna go back out, another tank, and start filling that up from the beginning again. from scratch. Right.